Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service Live. With me, Mark from SoulOhm Reviews. Down below, we've got Steve BFG, and across from me, we have got Mr. Dilly Gaff Porter, other known as Betty.
Hi.
Good evening.
I can see Betty swallows.
I can smell them.
I know.
We'll get to that later.
We will. As long as we're not going to delve deeper.
No, last time I tried that, I put my back out.
No. How are we all, gents?
Fabulous.
I've been a bit meh this week.
Have you?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because it's the second week. Bloody hell. Put your teeth back on. Second week back at work, but I've been like... Monday, I was fine on Monday. I was quite happy and lucky and all that kind of stuff. Tuesday came around and I was like...
Do you think it's the anticlimax after the build-up to Christmas?
What build up to Christmas?
Well, yeah. It's true. Yeah, you got a point.
I don't know. Just, as I say, Monday I felt okay. Felt a little bit happy. A smile on my face. And then when Tuesday came around, I thought, God, is it Friday yet? I don't know. I don't know whether it's the weather. It's been stuck indoors. Obviously, I'm in a workshop, 8 to 10 hours a day. You don't see much daylight, so I don't know if it's the lack of vitamin D carry on. I don't know. It's just making me feel a bit pants.
Yeah,
And we live in Scotland, so we don't get a great deal of daylight anyway, even in the friggin' summer. So
yeah, it's a bit isn't it? I mean, let's face it, we're all in lockdown still. Lockdown 3.
This time it's personal.
Someone put up a picture on, I think it was either Facebook or Instagram, and it was sort of like, lockdown, a new hope. No, sorry, a new virus. Then it was lockdown 2, the return of the virus. Then lockdown 3, return of the virus. It was all Star Wars related. It was rather funny.
But did you notice that even through the Christmas period, did you notice the amount of kind of like virus-based movies that was actually getting shown on TV?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you go onto Amazon movies, and it's all zombie movies.
Yeah,
or Outbreak or stuff like that.
And what was that one? Contagion.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're making a second one of that.
I just don't want to watch Outbreak because Outbreak's just yeah. Too close to home, that one.
Haribo, we'll get to that actually.
What's that? I missed.
I have been tinkering.
You're going to make your own jacuzzi?
Well, I can't call it a testy jacuzzi.
No, you can call it something else.
Yeah, Stevie's Spud Spa.
The Spud Spa.
For pampering your plums.
Pamper plums.
Pampered plum. Yes, sounds fabulous. By gum, there's a fair few in tonight, isn't there?
So, porcelain operator.
Yes.
Say hello to chat for us.
I certainly will. Right. From the wonderful participant list. Andy Summers, good evening. Chunkmeister, belay that OCD, young man. Belay it. Flashy, 1221, good evening. Haribo.
Haribo!
Obviously got Amelia off to bed.
Obviously.
Hillbilly Chase, good evening, sir. Hip Hop, dude, the ever gorgeous Jules Mama Vapes.
Oh, she'll get a wave this week because she's been a wee bit kind of poor.
Buggles.
Saying that your show was good the other night.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. We thought it was the internet went down, but we actually think it was YouTube because she could not restart the stream.
Bloody hell.
It was fun where she thought she'd got the sound on and she hadn't.
You know something? I wish that was actually real. I wish she came with a mute button.
Stop it. Moving swiftly onwards. Kira, good evening. Hoggles. Mark H, good evening. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
I'm not doing it now.
Nate Jones, good evening. Retro Vape TV.
Adam, fist bump boot.
What do you desire?
Friendly fingers.
I'm sure he doesn't desire friendly fingers. Don't mind.
Got to give the big shout out to Viking Vapor, fist bump, and thank you for the super chat. Good evening, guys. How are you all doing? We're doing fine, thank you. Hope you're as well too.
Stuart Ayrton, good evening. Tammy! Uggles! And Rian's about as well, I know, because I saw him earlier. UK Andy, legend.
Fist
Good
bump,
evening,
sir.
And last but no means least, bringing the vavavoom, the ever vivacious Vapor Bunny. Uggles!
Sinner's in the house as well.
Who is?
Sinner.
The Saint of Sin.
Yeah,
Is he not on the participant list?
he is. He's in live chat.
Oh, he's not on the participant list. The Lord of Lewdness, the God of the Gutter, the Saint of Sin is in. Sinner!
Mark, read Sinner's comment. What were we just talking about before we came live on here?
I've missed his. Where is he?
Mark without a hat kind of makes him look like Stevie's younger brother.
We're all looking related, aren't we? We're getting there. This is the COVID haircut.
Yeah, mine was done tonight. I couldn't find my own beard, so I had to use the dog's. Yeah, she can pad it at the bathroom. Like, Mum cuts my bits with that, Dad.
Good evening, Bill Richards.
Bill
Lovely to see you,
Richards
sir.
and Chris Doyle, fist bump. He's
Christoph.
using the heavy hitter and the Asgard. I still want to get an Asgard. I keep on meaning to get one.
Yeah,
I forgot.
the Asgard. I can't. It's the best RDA that we've got now. That's all we use. We use them for juice reviews now. Everything else has basically been retired because the flavour out the Asgard Mini is absolutely amazing.
Mm.
So it is. You get certain RDAs that it depends on the airflow and things like that. That you'll pick up that's more suited for fruits, and then you got one maybe more suited for desserts. Well, the Asgard Mini is just an all-rounder.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, how long have they been out now? They've been out about a year.
Yeah, it's over
Year
a
or
year
so,
now.
aren't they? And it's one of them things that's like, I must get one of them, and I keep on meaning to get one, and other things come in the way of shiny, so I keep on forgetting. So I'm gonna get one. It's coming up to my birthday. I'm gonna get one.
You know, what, Mark, I think we'll get about 6 of the bloody things now.
I forgot somebody else. Black Country Vapor. Sorry, Stevie. I hope Jasper's well, mate.
How is Jasper?
Hopefully fine.
Ooh.
And Sinner apparently wants sexual Saint of Sin.
Okay.
I'll remember for next week. Hip hop contemplating a COVID haircut. Wife took 2 hours last time, resulted in not making dinner and getting a takeout. I was tired from just sitting.
Hey, I did mine, and it was so like pretty easy.
Last time Jules did my hair, I had to go out with a pair of knickers on because I looked like...
Oh, Stevie says he's getting better, but he's a terrible patient. He's a bloke.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you expect, mate? Oh, apparently Adam's going the other way and growing his out.
You're growing it
Yeah,
out.
but the thing is though, Adam's slightly slimmer than the likes of myself. So when you are slimmer, you can get away with growing your hair slightly longer. But when you're of the slightly the returned,
See, when I had my hair long, I ended up looking like Meatloaf.
I just want hair.
Why? It's more trouble than it's worth.
I miss my hair. I used to
don't.
have lovely locks.
I did. I used to have gorgeous locks about 5 years ago. Just gorgeous. It was all long and yeah. I just looked like something out of Duck Dynasty.
Flashy 1221, naughty. Vapor, I'm not buying a wig. No. If I'm having locks, they shall be mine.
Well, saying that, you could always have them transplants.
No.
just get a rabbit tattooed in your head, and from a distance it'll look like hair.
I like it.
Sorry.
Stop it, will you?
Okay.
Hair tram.
See,
No, 'cause-
even Bunny's even thinking the same lines as I am.
Do you know? Right. Okay. I mean, I've got a full head of hair, though you can still see a bit of scalp through it. What gets me is I know some men, when they lose their hair, I mean, it's a big deal. It's quite an emotional thing. But it's some of these guys that you see and they go and get the tattoo. They actually get the hair tattooed on, and it looks stupid. It just looks like a tennis ball.
Well, it will do look like some craft work.
Yeah, it's like it's completely square, as if somebody's drew it with an etch a sketch.
I've always said to our lass, I said, as soon as I start going bald, that's it, it's coming off, irrespective. There's no comb overs or anything like that. If I start having a little bit, right, it's all coming off. I ain't messing.
That's what Steve does when he wants to run his fingers through some hair. He just strokes his backside.
See, the thing is, though, right, when people are losing their hair and you do what Steve's done, or what when we've got a show like that, you look at them and then you just don't look anymore. You don't even think about it. But if you have a comb over, you just can't help but stare, or if you've got a wig on.
There was when I was serving my time way back many moons ago, there was an engineer that used to work with called George.
I thought you were on about prison then.
No.
When I was serving me time.
That's for another show. And George had a comb over, and every time it got windy, it was hilarious because the whole lot just used to lift up, and he'd be walking about with a sail because it just wouldn't go down. We used to put brow cream on it, so when the wind caught it, would actually just sit up like that. We couldn't move for laughing watching him. He would walk up and down the workshop with this little bloody antenna on one side of his head.
When I was a kid, we used to have a proper old-fashioned barbers down village here called Reggie's. And it was one of them barbers that if the only hairstyle he ever knew was short back and sides, and that were it. There was nothing else. That's all you ever got was short back and sides. And the pictures on the wall was from the 1950s and early 60s pictures, black and white, of men's hairstyles. You was never even going to get one close to one of them. It was short back and sides, and that were it, lad. That's all you're going to get. It was very military. Anyway, I was all sat in this row with all other blokes, and this bloke sat in chair. He had the longest hair I've ever seen. They were all halfway down his back, but he had nothing on top. And by the time he'd finished, he'd got straight over, partnering and everything. I was shocked. Now we're only little.
Reggie's was brilliant because he still had that mystic jar of blue liquid
Oh, yeah.
with the combs in. But there was a picture right in front of the lowest chair that he used to put the board on for the kids.
Yeah.
And it looked like Sutcliffe. It looked like Yorkshire Ripper. It were a proper 70s.
Yeah, oh, I
It's
do all
funny,
that.
It's when we used to get into barbers and they would have pictures all over the wall taken from magazines and things. And you would walk in and you've had the same haircut for months and months in end, and you'd walk in and you go, I fancy something different. Can I have that? Yeah, sit in the seat. You walked out with the same bloody haircut you walked in with.
Yep.
How'd that look? Yeah, it's all right. Fuck it.
Reggie's speciality was either the short back and size or the buzz cut. And his to be honest, he did branch out into the flat top.
He did branch out in the flat top, I must admit.
When I came off from my goth period, I sported a flat top for years. But it was an arse of a haircut because you had to go basically every week because it started to grow in a point in the middle.
Yep.
And you're walking about like a cockatoo for a couple of weeks before you had to go and get it done again.
That's what I used to love about Ron's in town because he had the
flat topper.
Yeah, it was just literally with the spirit level. Woof, done.
Yeah, I mean, there's not very many traditional barbers. You get in, you say, "Do you know how to do a flat top?" And they go, "Huh? Forget it."
If I walked in there now and said, "Do you know how to do a flat top?" they would piss themselves.
Yeah, we could lay a patio on your head, though.
What, this sweet? No. No.
I used to have the flat top many, many moons ago.
Well, apparently, when I had mine, there was an uncanny resemblance with Suggs out of Madness.
Oh, yeah.
Many years ago.
I thought you were going to say Max Headroom.
What is this? Pick on the fat bloke day?
It changes normally me.
Yeah, but you're gorgeous and cute.
Oh, thank you.
But you used to have fairly long hair, though, didn't you, Steve?
What, me? Yeah, it was down my back. And then
It's not on his head anymore, it's just down his back.
Just down his back now.
My Robert Smith days as well.
He's a part of like a Teen Wolf.
Oh man, when I was up in Teesside, it was just wild. I don't think I had it cut for about 3 years. It was just this huge bush.
Mass of hair.
And can you remember them big cans of airspray? They used to be about that blooming big.
Oh, the L'Oreal.
Yeah. I think every bloke had one of them.
It was the Cossack that Reg always used to sell on the back shelf.
Oh, I did, didn't he?
Those cans of Cossack must have been there for years.
And the condoms at the other side.
Oh yeah, something for the weekend. So.
Something for the weekend, sir.
Cossack hairspray. The Cossack hairspray. That was a good stuff. That was the stuff that James Bond used in the movie, wasn't it? When he fried the snake.
Yeah, God, the amount of fags that got smoked in Reggie's, it must have been a liability.
I know. I mean, you used to walk in there and it was thick as smoke.
Oh, it was incredible. So you got that horrible smell of like Brill cream, hair oil, and woodbine.
And did they wear the kind of burgundy maroon smock thing?
Oh, we had it was like a warehouse coat, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a grey blue, wasn't it?
When he had a pair of scissors in the top pocket.
Yeah.
And he used to amaze me when he used to cut. Yes, I've got a pair of scissors. Yeah, I've got. Where's my scissors? When he used to cut your hair with the scissors, he'd be there and he'd be doing this thing. Even though he's not cutting your hair, then he'd cut your hair. Then can you remember?
Oh yeah, he was brilliant.
Honestly, he was continuously just doing this with scissors. Then he'd cut you and things that you remember, innit?
I still remember being chuffed to bits when he did me sideburns. Because I was becoming a man.
You're only 3.
Deadly Sinister says his mum says he looks like Jasper Carrot. Boom!
Good Puffs, who you calling Baldy? I say.
Follically challenged is the word.
I'm being mocked by a goat molester. How you doing, Bud?
Yeah, I hope you're all right, matey.
Bless you. Who's floofing Pud tonight then? Because give him an extra squeeze from me, will you?
Hey, they've got JAs on tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
My eyebrows are
Nice.
staying on. That ain't happening again.
No.
I say. Well, it's been rather quiet on the news. There's absolutely bugger all. There is one little story that may be slightly interesting. A little
Do you want
breakdown
to
of...
do the bumper?
If you would, please, sir. If
I
you
will
could
do
just-
the news bumper. Here we go.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do.
Fabulous. Right. This is taken from Planet of the Vapes. There was a new survey from Vipe, and it uncovers the cities around the UK that have taken to the vaping culture the most. Its analysis highlights the places where people vape at home or feel the least judged, what flavours are most popular, and where the purchasers are. So Leeds was discovered to be home to the most vape shops per square mile. London adults spent the most on vape products per year, followed by those in Birmingham and Glasgow. Brighton, home to the most amount of people unbothered by people vaping near them, which was a whopping 43%. Which must be nice, because, I mean, I've been tootling around Retford, and you do get people still giving it that. And Crisp Mint, which I've never heard of. The UK's favourite vape flavour, but that is the same year as the UK menthol ban. So the survey was of 2,000 of the UK's over 18 population to explore the nation's vaping perceptions. That is a very small number of people to ask. But as we've already said, adults in Brighton were least affected by others vaping around them. In Belfast, people found that people will be more likely to allow another person to vape in their home or car, with 23% saying they would. This is more than any other city. Belfast is also home to the largest group of adults who vape as an alternative to smoking, which was 21% of the survey, followed by adults in Glasgow, also 21%. So, Vipe questioned the nation about their feelings of being judged. Almost half of Glaswegians, 48%, said they don't feel judged by others for vaping in public. And that was closely followed by adults in Nottingham, 44%, and in Liverpool, 42%. Liverpool, also home to adults who have vaped the longest, almost two-thirds, 58% of the respondents say they have vaped for 3 or more years. And adults in Liverpool are most likely to vape at their place of work, with 33% admitting to doing so. Nearby in Manchester, over a third of respondents, 39% from the city, do already or would consider vaping in the future. That's more than any other city. With only 3 vape shops per square mile, it's no wonder Manchester makes a top 10 list for online sales. So when it came to pride in vaping, the over 55s were most open, with 78% saying they know everyone they know knows that they vape, whereas only 51% of 45 to 54-year-olds said the same thing. And just under a third of the survey respondents said it didn't bother them if anyone vapes near them. In fact, 10% of respondents across the nation who didn't vape said they would have allowed to vape inside the home or car. Females are the least likely to be bothered by someone vaping near them. 32% of women saying they didn't mind people vaping around them, and then 31% of men saying the same. So that was very close. Residents of Plymouth have taken up vaping the most lately, with the biggest number of new vapors. The largest group vaping just once a week are living in Sheffield, where almost a quarter of the residents of Sheffield vape once a week. That makes no sense, but never mind. Make once a week too. Cardiff has the most residents that have been vaping between 1 or 2 years. And on the back of the research, the head of e-commerce at Vipe said it's great to see that the biggest reason adult nicotine consumers are turning to vape products is they're looking for a smoke-free alternative, which is great considering the amount of flack that we were getting across from the States and the downturn in new vapors. I appreciate it's only a small poll, but no, it's all good.
It's an interesting little survey, that.
It's not bad, is it?
When was that carried out? Last year?
Yes.
I would like to know who they actually asked. There's 52 people watching this show. Vapors. Were any of them asked? Because I just think they pull these numbers out their arse, to be honest.
Well, see, it's interesting. I mean, Bristolians apparently are most likely to consider vaping as an alternative to smoking at just 6%. Vapers in Newcastle are searching online the most for vape shops. And that was weird because apparently those in Norwich are the most open about their vaping habit. Well, I reckon I'm fairly open about my vaping habit.
And I'm very open.
Yeah, and other habits. What?
So only last week I had a drink. I'm not having one this week. No.
Yes, one was rather under the weather on Friday, weren't you, Stephen?
You was rather under the weather.
One was under the weather for bloody Saturday as well.
It's got to be done.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, that's what you get for drinking port.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's not so like lager or bitter, is it? No, it had to be port.
Oh, well, we were going to buy a bottle for tonight, weren't we? Bloody forgot. Damn.
I was going to get me dressing gown and a cravat.
Leave it out. Heathens.
What, the cravat or the dressing gown?
Sitting here on cast with your foot in the big slipper, or your feet in the big slipper.
What, in the aluminium survival suit?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Right,
was rather nice, but
I was going to show my prototype of the Stevie's Spud Spa, but I've just broke it. So
You broke it!
yeah, I just broke it.
you spuds or the spa?
Yeah.
Oh, Spuds have been, but they've been mashed a long time ago.
With extra cream, darling.
Yeah. I'll have it. I'll have it fixed for next week. Bugger.
That's what,
Anyway.
His spuds
That's
are
what
that
she
big,
said.
he's broke it. He just went plump and broke it.
it's been teabagged to death.
I'm sure that's a group. I'm sure there's a group called Heavy Plums.
If there isn't, there bloody should be.
The heavy plums of love.
Heavy Plums.
So I was going to. It was either Stevie's Spud Spa or Stevie's Dilligaff's Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
Okay.
no.
Spud Spa sounds better.
Why not?
Well,
I think
company-
you ought to go for it.
What?
I think you ought to go crowdfunding and everything for it.
If it was a B-day, a Dunkin' Donut, yeah. But it's not.
Could be.
And Flashy
gonna-
wants to know, he's probably only asking for a friend, but what if you've got one love spud?
You've got a
Doesn't it
choice
make you
of
less of
left
a
or
man?
right.
You've just got more room, I suppose.
Eh? More ballroom.
A bit of ballroom dancing.
Dilligaff's Dunkin' Donuts with free coffee enema. It's going downhill fast, kiddies.
No, Flashy's actually asking for himself. Oh, that's all right.
Don't!
Busted!
Well, I can't supply single beds or double beds, so. But yeah, on this, on what?
Got visions of you with
You'll get a bigger one if you've got two, and you only need a single if you only get one.
No, just buy a double. You got more room to luxuriate.
Yeah, you can actually. Go
Give a swizzle.
I'm lost.
And first I peel them with a metal knife, then they smash them all to bits.
Don't forget king size for those with blue balls, says
Well,
Cynic.
On the kind of weird shitometer stuff, obviously, from last week with the testy koozie, this thing popped up, and I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Do you know you get sex toys for dogs?
What?
Yes, I saw that.
Sex toys. I'll read it. Sex dolls for dogs.
It's called a pillow, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh no, it's a proper pooch.
Nope. It's a proper, yeah.
I killed myself laughing when I saw it.
How the hell can I shoot it? Hold on, wait a minute.
I can't see it at the present moment, Bill. Bill sent us some.
Hold on. Realpooch.com.
Well, while you're doing that, a little bit of the news. If you notice, you can see it just there. Oxford are looking after us, or should I say, going to be looking after you lot. At the end of the month, every month, they're going to be doing an Oxford Way. I thought that was better than saying the other word. An Oxford Way. And what is going to be happening, we're going to be doing a draw. They're going to be doing an Oxford product and a load of merchandise, and you will be able to win that. So just thought I'd let you all know that one. So at the end of the month, there will be Oxford Way.
Oxford.
So I thought it was really nice of Oxford for that one. So
Yeah.
It was. It's
Very
super.
nice.
So if you fancy some Oxford merch as well as a possibility,
yep.
And we all know we are fans of Oxford. We were before the name appeared on the bottom.
Much so a fan of Oxford. I've got two lots of Oxfords knocking around.
Yeah. And see if you, I'm honestly, if you haven't got one of these, go bloody get one.
Yeah. Just put my review out today, so go and watch my review. Absolutely
yeah,
brilliant.
Ours is coming out at the weekend. Yeah, can't beat it.
I love it. Absolutely.
I've stuck that picture in the Home Service Live Facebook page because I can't share the bloody thing on here because it buggers the stream up. So yeah, a sex doll for your dog. Holy.
Hold on, I'll see if
That's
I can
even
find
worse.
the
That's even worse than the stuff we were looking at on Wish that night. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yes, I'm still scarred by that. But it's a bit worrying because I sort of looked at it and it's like a wee plastic dog, isn't it?
No, look at the one that I put up.
The one you put up.
Because I've seen the plastic one that just looks that looks weird. That just looks like a robot that's getting pumped. Sorry.
I don't know. Where are we? Where did you put it?
It's in the Home Service Live.
Is that where you put it, Bill?
Yeah, it's in chat. Bill's news story was about the electronic cigarettes regulation bill, which is the 2019-21. And it's being presented for its second reading on the 15th of January. So what this bill doesn't do is make any sudden changes to the TPD. But what it does is opens up the possibility for a lot of changes in the future. So it opens up the potential for the 2 mil capacity to be scrapped, cuts down on the amount of waste produced by the 10 mil bottles. It's a long way to go, but the rearranged second reading, but the government has the ability to fast track it so it can become the first example of a Brexit dividend.
I know there was a story about these. I know it's cigarettes, but the actual packaging and the images that are on it and things like that, they are changing in the UK compared to Europe. I know that for a fact.
So I'm intrigued now. I need to see these sex doggies
Why do you need to see sex dogs?
because
You
I've
say
only
once,
seen
why?
fantastic ones.
Because
Oh
it must
my
be sheep,
god!
that's how.
Steel frame. Oh my god! Oh no, that's just no.
Hey, Grizzly Vapes.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah, that is disturbing. John, bless you.
Yeah, Bunny
Oh,
is definitely one of them.
No, me or him, because it's me keeps finding this stuff.
what kills me is it looks like it's one of those light thingies actually inside the dog. That's just wrong.
I just wouldn't want to clean it out.
Well, I suppose it makes a change. I mean, when I were a kid, my mum used to have Great Danes. And they are big devils, Great Danes. They're like blooming mini horses. And Millie, bless her, used to sleep at back at the couch where the radiator was. And me and my mum were watching telly. We bought a video or whatever and we were watching a film. And all of a sudden, now and again you could hear this. Anyway, my mum looked at me, I looked at my mum, and we carried on watching film. Looked over. Yeah, you were having fun. Made a right mess at the back of settee.
Please.
You slapped me the last time I did that.
Moving on, Bronco says he's just hitting a new rum and butter vape. Tastes just like the old rum and butter lifesavers.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like alcoholic styled vapes. No.
I'm kind of with you, Mark. I've had a few kind of custard vapes over the years that have had a little bit of Irish whiskey and things like that in them. And I can't, no. They're just not for me, to be honest.
I mean, I've had some. The last expo that we went to in October of whatever year it was, 19. They was doing a lot of tobaccos with like a rum or a bourbon and things like that, and no, spoilt it for me.
Well, I mean, that does lead us nicely into the main topic for this evening.
I best put the main topic bumper then. Go for it, dude.
So we've just worked out we don't like vaping it. Some of us are quite partial to imbibing, though. But for everything that is fun, there is a price to pay. I found that out last week. I'm sure some of you found that out over the new year. And hangovers. But mention the word hangover in the pub, and what do you get? You always get that one shady geezer at the end of the bar that will give you the ultimate cure for the hangover.
Yeah.
We've all got one. So we'll start off. Bunny says, no, not me. I don't get hangovers. You're supposed to stop at some point, Bunny. Bless you, darling.
Especially when the liver and the kidneys are waving the white flag.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask my two colleagues what their favourite cure for the hangover is. and then we'll throw it over to chat. So have a think and see if we can come up with the cure for the common hangover. So, Testy Betty, seeing as you're over the border, bring us your cultural wisdom.
Oh, it used to be when in my formative teenage years, when I partook of certain substances and things, we used to always stop at the shop, and it was always an orange made ice lolly and a bottle of Iron Brew. That was that was our hangover cure for a good few years. And then as the older I got, food started to creep into the hangover cure a hell of a lot more than liquid. But yeah, I think it's in Scotland as a whole. I think Iron Brew is the #1 hangover cure, to be honest. And it seems to be proven that it actually bloody works. But yeah, it's not very often I get hangovers now, well, apart from last Christmas, not Christmas, the Christmas before. But that we won't mention much about that. So yeah, I've got to the stage now where if I do have a drink, I'll try and drink a glass of water or something like that before I go to bed at night. Just to keep myself hydrated, because I hate that. It's the headache in the morning. It's just that thumping alcohol headache. I hate it. But yeah, so Iron Brew and a rolling square sausage now for me is a great hangover cure.
The exact words of Mr. Smith.
Iron Brew and sliced sausage, yeah, exactly. With brown sauce.
I like Chris's. Sex is pretty decent too, even if you're by yourself. Good lad. Mr. SoulOhm.
Well, it's been a long time since I got drunk and had hangover. So it used to be milk and as many paracetamols or Nurofen that I could get down me and sleep. That were it.
Bless you.
I'm very boring.
Milk before you went to bed?
No, during.
Milk and alcohol.
So, obviously, you'd go to bed after your night out, you'd wake up and think, oh my God, I feel crap. You've obviously been to talk to God in the big white porcelain telephone, and you've already done all that lot. So it'd be downstairs, I'd neck a pint of milk, and as many Nurofens as I can, then it's back to bed. That's it. Simple as. But it's funny because when I was younger, I mean, I used to drink like crazy. I mean, I was nearly as good as our Aiden for drinking wise. Oh yeah, I could really drink when I was younger, and I never suffered with hangovers. And then as soon as I hit round about 40, I started getting hangovers. I mean, really bad hangovers. And it was more to do with having beer than it was like spirits, because I like me Jack and Coke. Now, if I stay on Jack and Coke all the time, still get drunk, I don't suffer with the hangover. But if I drink beer, either, bitter or lager or something like that, I have the most profound hangover, and it's so like really bad. So I tend to not drink that much beer, to be honest with you.
Well, when I was a young man,
I asked my mommy, what would I be?
I'm not going to tell you the reply because it was rude.
You're gonna be bold.
Be bold. I could have worked that one out from my granddad. Right? No, I used to be a chef, and chefs are known for their partaking of excessive amounts of alcohol, as well as other things. And we had a ritualistic hangover cure, which was we'd get our backsides down to the Leo Cafe in Redcar. We would order 2 pint pots of tea, which was strong enough to melt the spoon, ladle in 6 spoons of sugar, and you would have a stotty with 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 eggs, beans, and drown it in red sauce. That would cure any hangover. Now, as I've got older, the hangovers have become more horrific. I've discovered because I did quit drinking for about 7 years. But the port has taught me one thing: the fry up doesn't work. Milk does. Avoid the Nurofen and go for the paracetamol instead.
Oh no, I'm an Nurofen man. Paracetamol, for some strange reason, I can eat paracetamol until the cows come on. They do bugger all to me.
Kevin Smith put something, a really heavy session, a glass of Aberdeen. I mean, I mentioned that to you boys on Monday night, and for the life of me, that's what my mum used to always send me to, round to the shop for, and a Sunday morning if my mum and dad came back for the pub and she was feeling rough. It was go get the Sunday papers, half a dozen rolls and an Aberdeen. But I don't think you can get it anymore. It used to be 2 sachets. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin. It used to be 2 sachets, one white and one blue.
I've never even heard of it. What is it?
It was like it was a powder and you mixed it with water. But you drank one first and then you drank the second one, mixed up you 2 separate glasses or whatever. And I think one had maybe one had like paracetamol and things like that in it to cure the head or to assist with the headache. And the other one, if I can remember right, would it be like a glucose solution or something like that, Kevin? And it built up your electrolytes back into your body again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Talking about things like that, I remember when we was Expo, and on the Friday night we all ended up having a really good session. Me and our Aiden were still drinking at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I rolled into Expo. I think it was about 11, half 11, something like that, with this big. And I was coping. I was coping all right. And then Gailey Bops gave me this orange tablet to put in some water.
Yeah,
So I put this in. She says, honestly, do your world a good, you'll feel tons better. I had a drink of that. Honestly, I was as sick as a pig and I felt even worse.
I think that was the Expo March feet were hanging outside of a bin at Expo.
That's where he missed a large portion of Sunday.
No, I missed. I virtually missed the whole of the Saturday. I think I eventually rolled out of bed and got into the Expo about 3:30. It's like, when everyone started like going home and that. It's like, I can't believe I've just missed a whole day. It was a good night though. Honestly, it was absolutely awesome that night.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of fry-up sausage, bacon and egg sandwich with a bottle of milk stout. I cannot do hair of the dog. Oh.
What was that one I was on about the other night, on Monday night, where they put the raw egg in? What were it called?
Prairie oyster.
The oyster thing. What was it?
Prairie oyster.
Prairie oyster, yeah.
Yeah.
The raw egg, Worcester sauce, hot sauce. Something else.
I can't see how that can be good for you.
Well, some say it's the protein. It's just basically the hangover is because you are severely dehydrated. Your blood sugars are all over the place, which is why you feel like you're going to die. So it's a case of getting Barocca should sort you out because it's a boost of glucose, vitamin C. It's got salts in there,
But I think with the Barocca, it's because it's effervescent as well. I think it's the effervescence that kind of tips you over the edge slightly.
You're not kidding.
Haribo says just get Alex to make you some eggs. That's a good breakfast.
Fair enough.
There we go.
I can recommend huevos rancheros, which is
what?
Fried eggs in a green chili sauce.
Why didn't you say that in first place?
Yeah,
because that's what it's called, huevos rancheros.
He does it, doesn't he, Betty? He did it with you last week.
What?
We're common folk.
yeah.
Dear Lord, gentlemen, we're in the 21st century. The world is much smaller.
Yeah, says him. It drinks port, laddie. Fucking cheese baguettes. Whee!
You leave my cheesy baguette out of this.
So you were
No.
saying it's what?
It's 2 fried eggs
All right, yeah.
on a tortilla,
Yeah, I know what a tortilla is.
with loads of green chili sauce.
Oh,
Tomatillos and green chilies and all sorts of wonderful stuff.
get it from Aldi's, dear. Can you get it from Aldi's?
Well, you can get the ingredients apart from the tomatillas.
So when you've got an hangover, you're really going to want to be making that, are you?
What's a tomatillo?
It
Is that
looks
like
like
a tomato?
Sounds like some toy from 70s, doesn't it, that?
it looks like a tomato, but it's got a very
See,
astringent
I
flavour.
was right. See, a tomato. Okay.
I say. Gareth's eggs suck. He only makes you one fried egg sandwich.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is, Mark? Steve speaks chef speak, posh chef speak,
Yeah, yeah, he does all the time.
and that's what buggers us up.
Yeah. And then he can't understand why we don't. I ain't got a clue what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Hiya, Fee.
We're just your pie and mash boys.
Yeah.
When did gravy become a jus? What the is a jus?
Oh, no. Jewish shite. That's just dishwater. Now, see, my good lady, bless her, was over on Sunday, and we ended up with lamb steaks glazed with mint jelly, rioja, with mushrooms.
Glazed with mint jelly.
Yeah.
Glazed. So you put jelly. You put mint sauce over the top of them.
No, I cooked them with
Glazed.
mint while they were cooking.
Yeah,
mint
while they were
jelly.
cooking, yeah, you got mint sauce and you put mint sauce on it.
No, mint jelly, red wine, and mushrooms went in the pan, and it reduced down, and it makes a very sticky glaze which covers the lamb steak.
Bit
So it's a
sassy,
ju-
sounds
so it's a
nice
gravy.
actually.
It is. That's Dawn. She'll tell you.
What about the mint and glazing stuff?
It's bang on. And then last night, what did we have last night? Oh, sirloin steak, cauliflower cheese, dauphinoise potatoes, and stuffed mushrooms.
See, I didn't get these Dauphino's potatoes. What was dolphin nose potatoes? What the?
Ain't that cheese and potato and cheese and that?
Yeah, it's a cream sauce.
Yeah. That's a Dauphine whatever.
Dauphinoise.
Dolphin nose.
Yeah.
Dauphinoise.
Dauphinoise.
What the hell happened to just bangers and mash and chips and shit?
Do you think I'm going to tell you we had a cracking sausage and mash?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what we did.
I tell
have.
you one thing. Hang on a minute. Last night, I had 2 pork chops and they were gorgeous with chips and peas. And it were blooming fantastic. Just thought I'd let you know.
Well, other
And
week,
we call it around here, yeah, pork chops, chips and peas.
I can't say too much, so I made chicken cacciatore Monday.
well, there you go. Saying that though, we did have there's a butcher in town, and
There's
they
a
do
what
the
in town?
butcher.
A butcher.
They do the most amazing lamb mince and mint pie. So we had that with chips and gravy, and it was lovely.
I mean, Jules does the mint sauce stuff. I don't get that. To me, that's like just eating your dinner with toothpaste. I don't get it.
Mint
Oh
sauce.
no, mint sauce is nice. I do
No,
like sauce.
I don't. I think this is an English thing, to be honest. The mint sauce. I really do, because I hardly know any Scots people who have mint sauce as a condiment. There you go.
I mean, if I was going to have a death row meal, it would be sausage, egg, and chips with cheesy beans.
But yeah, but what would you call it?
Sausage, egg, and chips with cheesy
No, no,
beans.
no. You would not call it sausage egg chips. You wouldn't call it that. No, tell the truth. It'd be
Pommes
some
frites.
French in jelly.
Pommes frites avec œuf et saucisson. Et légumes.
Very steady cook, my God.
Frick.
Oh, Stuart, you're not kidding, mate. Pie and peas with mint sauce on. That's food.
Oh, you
it
can't
was.
beat pie and peas.
No, I like pie and peas. It's a mint sauce. I don't.
See,
No.
I really want to try an Australian pie floater, which is like mushy peas but Norris thick, and then you get a big pie in the middle, and oh, sounds good.
I like Bronco, Spuds and Moo, just fine. Yeah. Good hearty breakfast, that.
Meat and potato.
Meat and potato pie. Can't beat it. Nice thick gravy.
Oh, stop it. See, Stevie says homemade eggs, chips, and beans.
I never forget the first time that I ever went abroad. We went to Catalonia. We went there for a fortnight. So it was, a total white man, completely white. By the time we'd sort of like been there a week, I was totally red. Proper, English, man on holiday. So all through the first week, and halfway through the second week, we had everything that was Greek. Yeah. So we had the, the salads and everything, and all the kebabby type stuffs that they did. Anyway, I was in the hotel in the foyer bit, and this couple walks by with egg, chips, and beans, and it was sort of like me and Jan looked at each other, and it's like, oh, I could murder egg, chips, and beans. We ended up going to the person that got him. I said, where did you get them from? He says, oh, there's a little cafe just round the corner that does English food. Do you know something? They were the most nicest chips I've ever had.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, I know, sorry.
Well, we went to Kavos, and we'd laid into the strawberry daiquiris and all the rest of it somewhat rotten the night before. Because I'd pub manager, we didn't do cocktails. We did mild, bitter, and lager, and wine and fruit-based drinks for the ladies. So to have this massive cocktail list, it was like, right, we'll have one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. You don't mix the cocktails. No. So we're in Kavos. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to find a proper fry-up. And all we could get were like these little Greek sausages, and everything had chips with it. And I want a breakfast. I was not a well.
Kevin, I love Marmite.
So do I.
And I absolutely love that peanut butter Marmite.
Oh, you're wrong.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
You two are weird.
Oh, I love it. I like Vegemite as well.
That's just like putting bovril on a sandwich.
So
No,
I
there's
like saying that. I like bread and dripping.
Oh, yeah. I'll go with that. Toast and dripping with salt
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Oh.
You've got that much on it, it starts dribbling down your arm when you're eating it.
We're supposed to be talking hangovers, guys. We've gone into
That
the
would
food.
actually be a good hangover. Proper dripping on toast.
With the jelly.
Oh yeah, especially with that brown jelly as well. Oh,
But that kind of thing would have a health warning now, though.
oh God, yeah. God, we
Bunny
grew
says-
up on it.
Bunny says, oh my God, Marmite. Really? And here was me thinking you had taste.
I love Marmite.
There's no wrong with Marmite.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
Rank.
Touching Marmite under the cheese on cheese and toast. I
Yeah,
feel
if you
sick
do it
now.
like that as well.
No, a lot about Worcestershire sauce on cheese, yeah, but no, Marmite, fuck no.
Yeah, but believe it or not, you know how you've got the Worcester sauce taste? You kind of get that with the Marmite.
No,
You do, honestly, especially when you melt it with
I
cheese.
don't. I tried Marmite once, and it was like,
Now, Viking, you may say sausage drippings is probably something different. However, John, when me gran was doing bacon, and it were proper stuff, none of this white gunk coming out the bacon because they've injected it with water. The treat for us was my granddad would get the bacon and the egg, yeah, and we got dripping bread. So all the fat, the lard, and all the bacon juices that had been collecting in pan, we got a slice fried in that
Ooh.
with a fried egg on top. Oh, that was gorgeous.
yeah. I mean, I must admit, when I was a kid, that's the kind of thing that we get. If you wanted a bacon sandwich or a sausage sandwich, rather than the bread being buttered, it would be dipped in the frying pan till they get that little bit of grease.
Oh yeah,
Fat soaked into the bread, and then your bacon or sausage would be put in that. But
Haribo, I guess it depends on whose sausage.
gutter again, gutter. Fried bread is delicious.
Oh, fried bread, yeah. Gotta have fried bread.
take an egg
with
cup,
black pudding.
take an egg cup, cut a hole in the center of your bread, put your bread in the frying pan, fry it for a few seconds, then crack an egg in the center of the hole.
Yeah, didn't
Salt and
that
pepper.
something in blanket, sunny blanket or something?
I always
but
thought, isn't that actually an American type thing that they do in, New York type
Probably.
thing? Yeah.
What's that? She never had Yorkshire pudding. She wrinkled her nose at them until she tried one and then had 5 more smothered in gravy. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yes,
you've
that's
got a
it.
love
Bird's nest.
Yorkshire pudding. It's a staple.
Yorkshire pudding with jam on when they've gone cold. If you've got any left over from Yorkies from roast, they're fantastic.
Now
with
that I
jam.
could do. That I could do that.
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I love Yorkshire puddings.
In fact, was it my gran used to have golden syrup?
What, Lions?
Oh, wow.
But
You
Flashy's put in batter bits. I'd never heard the batter bits till I met Jules.
What, scraps?
Yeah, scraps.
Yeah,
When the chip shop that we used to have down here when I was younger, when we were a kid, a lot of the time you ended up actually having fish because they used to class them as fish baits. And now and again you'd literally have bits of fish in it, not just the batter.
Oh, there we go. So, Mama says Yorkshire pudding with jam in, so nice. Bill says Yorkshire pudding and golden syrup for the win. And Bunny likes her batter bits.
I'm going to ask you lot and chat one thing. This is always an interesting thing. When you have toast, just normal toast with butter on it, do any of you lot dunk it in your tea?
No.
Jan does.
It's
And it's so
lovely.
like, no.
Dirty bastards.
Yeah, dirty.
Dirty.
Right. You're taking a chunk off your slice, yeah? You take
Yeah.
a swig of your brew. What's the difference?
But you don't have that fucking 3 inches of bloody fat swimming across the top of your bloody tea. It's like walking through an oily puddle. You've got oil in the bottom of your shoes, and you walk through a puddle, and it's just a rainbow. No.
There's nothing wrong with dunking your slice.
What about you?
That's a different show altogether.
I was going to say, what about your toast?
Dirty.
Yeah. We say I was watching Imagine, the film, John Lennon. And in halfway through the film, there's this homeless guy that ends up talking to John Lennon. And he lets him in, and he ends up having some toast. And he's dunking in his tea, and it's like... And Jan goes, "Oh yeah, I love doing that." No, there's
Right.
something wrong there.
But that was a thing recently, though, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not dunking the toast, but was that not a thing recently? If it was obviously it came from America, as all this usual faddy crap stuff does. They were putting butter into coffee and tea.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the Nepalese have been doing it for years.
The who?
Who?
The Nepalese.
Nepalese.
Yeah. They put butter.
Is that people from Nipples?
Yeah, but is it butter that we we're talking Lurpak here?
Oh, it's not salted butter. It's just
Yeah, but is
freshly
it
made
more?
butter.
Is what I'm trying to get at? Is it more like a clotted cream,
Explorer.
I don't think
or
the
is it?
Dalai
I can't
Lama's-
believe it's not butter.
I don't think the Dalai Lama's got
Explorer.
access. Hold on. Let me refer to Google Food.
I
Butter
bet
in
you
tea.
any money it'll be more like a clotted cream than an actual butter.
No, it was apparently it was butter.
Oh yeah, putting butter in baked beans. Yeah.
So you can actually get a butter tea, which is pocha chai suma.
Go on, then say that again.
Pocha chai
Bucha
suma
chai, bucha chai chama.
or gurgur cha.
Go.
And it's the drink of the people in Himalayan regions of Nepal, Bhutan, and India. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally made from tea leaves, yak butter, water, and salt.
We're
And it's
talking
butter.
yak butter here.
Yeah. It's butter. So they take the milk of the yak, churn it into butter, and then make a chai
Yeah,
with
but
it.
can you get it from Aldi's?
That'd be matey yak though.
Tell you what.
Make a yak. Oh, Lurpak on crumpets, yes, every time. Oh, I love crumpets. Big
Yeah,
dollop
that's what's
Lurpak.
No, but we're saying about the coffee and the coffee with the butter. Yeah, it's just normal butter they put in the coffee.
It's proper butter.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It'd be like an oil slick.
Exactly. Same as dunking your toast if it's been
Yeah,
butter.
yeah, I can't do it. No.
Look, it's dairy fats. What's the difference between that and milk?
Oh,
Milk's
there's a big
not oily.
difference.
No, there's not.
Oh, there is.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
same fat proteins.
Not
Yeah,
oily. But it's not oily.
it's not oily.
That's like having a cup of coffee with Castrol GTX on top.
There are different types of butter and there are different types of milk.
Yeah, let's not even go down that route. Oh, banana and raspberry jam butties. Now that sounds like a one I could go for. Oh, banana and raspberry jam. Yes. Oh. But,
But
well, there's no point trying to steer it back to hangovers because it's like 20 to 9
No, we
already.
just went off in a tandem.
we stayed on it. We kind of stayed on it.
Sort of.
Sort
I mean,
of.
crumpets, that would be a hangover breakfast for me.
Yeah, I love crumpets.
Yeah, pure stodge.
Stodge, maybe some smoked bacon, bit of scrambled egg with it. Nice.
I like pancakes as well.
Potato scones are good as well, especially when you cook them with the bacon. Oh. More like goodies on a tandem. Cheese and jam.
Cheese and jam. See that to me that's a kind of more of an heading towards the eastern side of Scotland, more the Edinburgh side. That's I used to work with a few guys from the Shotts Heart Hill area, and that's what they used to come in with. It was cheese and jam. That's what they had in their sandwiches for the morning tea. And I'm like, what the?
No,
Try it. I'm like, no.
I thought that works.
But saying that, I like peanut butter and jam. And
Right.
I know it's peanut butter and jelly in America, but peanut butter and jam is absolutely gorgeous.
I only tried that about 6 months ago.
Mm.
I don't like peanut butter on its own because I find it too dry. It sticks to the roof of your mouth and you're like. But I tried the peanut.
How's it go? Screen capture there. There's going to be
Anybody
a
else
meme
think-
on that one.
Anybody else thinking George Michael here?
I don't think there was any need for that. Bloody ticket. Yeah, the peanut butter and jam thing, I actually quite enjoyed it.
Mm.
But I don't think I could eat a lot of it because it's still that peanut butter.
Yeah, but the jam changes the peanut butter to make it so it's not as clarty.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's still,
Oh,
it still sticks to the roof of your mouth though, you know.
Oh, I love it.
thought his puss had hit a window. Sorry, Kev, took me a sec to translate that one.
Puss, face, puss.
Aye. He'd.
I know if I did that again.
In Canada, Bronco says in Canada, jam has the berry seeds, jelly is seedless.
Ah.
Yeah. So peanut butter and jelly is seedless jam then.
Mm.
That makes
I
sense.
had a mate years ago who used to call him Jaffa because he was seedless.
I sometimes have craving for bread with grated carrots and apricot jam. Tammy, that's just wrong.
Why is it? Because you can get carrot cake, can't you?
Yeah, but you can't. The carrot just isn't there. It sort of disappears into the cakey goodness.
I can appreciate that one.
No.
Because let's face it, when you have the carrot, because carrots are quite sweet.
Yeah, but the carrots.
Plus, you're getting your 5 a day, aren't you?
I can't.
You got apricots and you got carrots. So, I mean, it's all good.
And the amount of carrots you eat tops the planet.
Gareth's jam is seedless. There you go.
Rian says no, she's not pregnant. Tammy, can I ask a serious question here? Are you perchance vegetarian? Which is, I'm just trying to work out how you would ever come up with the mixture of grated carrot and apricot jam.
Thing is, though, no, I could go for that. I could try that.
No,
I like apricot jam.
no. Oh, for God's sakes.
And Jay Hayes should get a real job now.
Cheers, Jules. You got there before I did.
We'll let
I
him know
think
in
Cheech ought to get a real job.
real life. We're going to have a real job. Moron.
Oh, you can't. No. I was eating carrot and I was having a jam sandwich and it went really well together. Well, there you go. Happy accident.
Yeah. That's how these things happen. Andy Summerfield, fist bump. All right,
You
buddy.
and Andy.
And Rian's comment. Oh, sorry, Bunny. Rian's comment above, and that's how the argument started, Your Honour. Now, I'm intrigued, actually. Is there any South African hangover cure that we haven't touched upon?
Yeah, fire up the braai.
Oh, God, I don't know if I could face a full braai. Oh, not with the hangover.
Just get a big boerewors and just, yeah. Some biltong.
I could do a smoked sausage when I'm feeling a bit.
Oh, you can't beat wheat liquor apricot yogurt.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That is blooming lovely stuff, that.
It's like vaping ski, isn't it? It's just
That and the raspberry.
well done.
I like the raspberry one.
I so need a bottle of that. I'm
Yeah, I
out.
think I'm going to get a bottle this week.
That reminds me, I'll have to ask you when you're at the shop when we're off air.
Yeah.
But,
Well, we're coming up to the time, kiddos.
spam and Oreo muffin. Did I just hear Steve say he likes a bit of sausage? Yes, you did. Oh, there we are. Biltong and beer. Apparently, is the hangover cure that Rian recommends. Floof time.
It
Thank
is
you,
floof
Jules.
time.
So, whoever gets Pud, give him an extra squeeze this week, will you?
Yes, definitely.
Here, the advice usually is slap chips smothered in... What are slap chips? Smothered in cheese sauce.
Cheesy chips.
Cheesy chips.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of bacon bit on top and all. Jules cuddle my apricot.
Okay.
I think Mr. Smith's the move. Dirty chips in Manchester. Right. Well, are we going to floof the gentleman?
Floof. Floof. Floof.
I think I've just fondled Stevie's nuts, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. They've got JAs on. Should be interesting.
Indeed. Not going to be controversial at all, is it? No.
Never is.
No. Jay? Controversial? No. Such a quiet boy.
He's a lovely lad. Well trimmed eyebrows.
Shy. Very shy.
Very shy. Very inward.
I'm sure they'll have great difficulty in getting anything out of him.
Yeah, he's going to be sat there in the background.
Yeah, like, rabbit in the head.
Hello. Yeah.
Right, Betty, you going to say your goodbyes?
Yeah,
Okay, well, whatever that was.
thanks for joining us again for another show that went kind of totally all over the damn place as it normally does. And yeah, thanks for sticking with us. Same time next week for more of the same. And a big thanks to Steve and Mark for if it wasn't for you guys, then the show wouldn't be.
Well, it wouldn't be on, would it, really?
It might stay on topic.
Yeah. But you know what? One of these days we will. But then chat will be going, what the hell's up with those three? Hey ho, Mr. Steve, over to thee.
Well, chat, thank you so much. I know we didn't sort of particularly stay on topic, but there have been some cracking hangover cures in there. Seems to be a lot of pig involved. A few earths. The comments about milking bulls had me worried, John, but never mind. Spanners, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. As always, a cracking job. And we shall look forward to seeing you next week, and I shall hand you over to the captain.
Oh, you put my bloody out.
Betty, Steve, thank you so much for a lovely, relaxed, chilled out show. It's been lovely. Guys in chat, thank you so much. Spanners, as always. It's ace. I enjoy watching what chat say than not else. I think it's ace. So I've had a right nice chilled out Thursday. It's been lovely, hasn't it? So come back again. If you've enjoyed the show, come back again next week. We'll be here 7:30 talking about something that we're probably not going to be talking about. That we've said that we're going to be talking about, but end up not talking about, because that's pretty much how we work.
I'm
Winging it.
confused now.
Yeah, so from Steve, Betty and myself, have a wonderful Thursday evening. I'm sure that you'll be popping over to see Vic and Jay and our little bro and the gang, and have a good evening. So we'll say goodbye.
Bye.
Adios, muchachos.
Outro.
Look at the size of that boy's head. I'm no kidding, it's like an origin of toothpick. Oh, that's a huge noggin. That's a virtual planetoid. Is its own weather system. Oh, head! Move!
Heed, Dune.